watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
And thanks for joining us on this Tuesday for DC News Now at 4. I'm Mark Hall.
And I'm Annalisa Gale. Our top story here at 4. An earthquake was felt overnight in Maryland, with some reporting shaking windows along with loud train-like noise there.
The 2.3 quake, according to the U.S. Geological Survey officials, happened around 12:45 a.m. in parts of Montgomery County and northwest D.C.
DC News Now's Leonard N. Fleming is joining us live from downtown Rockville, where that quake was also felt. Leonard, quite a scare for some people, as many were sleeping.
Mark and Annalisa, for those that felt this earthquake, it has been the talk of the neighborhood around me and other parts of Montgomery County. And although the magnitude wasn't that strong, this quake has been the talk of the town. The earthquake hit around 12:45 this morning. The good news, it did not cause any damage. Experts considered this a tame earthquake at a 2.3 magnitude, but people from Rockville to Kensington say they felt and heard the quake. Emily Peterman was watching the Texas-Washington College football game when it hit.
It was before the end of the football game, and all of a sudden we're sitting on the couch and we heard this like rumbling, kind of, it sounded almost like a train in the backyard. Outside it was this loud rumble, and you could kind of see the windows shaking.
I also spoke to people who say they didn't hear a thing, but others say that they woke up and heard news about the quake this morning. Guys?
Well, Leonard, obviously surprising to a lot of people, but this is not uncommon for the DMV to experience earthquakes, right?
That's correct. According to the Geological Survey, there are smaller earthquakes that people don't even feel. The largest was a 5.8 magnitude quake in Mineral, Virginia back in 2011, and that quake cost more than $250 million, including to some artifacts and buildings in Washington, D.C. Reporting from Rockville, Maryland, Leonard N. Fleming, DC News Now. Back to you.
Leonard, thank you. Well, this is a live look at the National Mall here at 4:03. Let's take a look outside with our Scott Sumner now, with a look at what to expect for the rest of the rush hour.
Yeah, Scott, obviously the sun is shining, but we talked at noon about the wind making things feel a little bit chillier.
Yeah, I stepped outside. I wondered, did you step outside, Mark, between shows? Okay.
I did.
Yeah, and it felt a little cool out there. That breeze was certainly evident outside. The high today, 43 degrees. Did say it was going to be a little bit cooler than what we had yesterday. Or, well, actually, I said it was going to be just a smidge warmer because of the sunshine, but the breeze kind of counteracted that. So 43 is what we got today. The average high should be 46. Not too far off that. The record high, 69. Back in 2005. The record low, -14, back in 1881. We'll see those temperatures where they are now as they continue to slide through the 40s and into the 30s here. By the time we get to the overnight period, we'll be down around the freezing mark once again. So a chilly start to your Wednesday. Wind gusts, we just talked about that. Right now, we've seen wind gusts up to 14 miles an hour in the district, the same for Leesburg, up to 27 miles an hour, though, out towards Kaiser's Way and some of the higher elevations of Garrett County. Now, that's going to equate to a cooler wind chill where you see some of those higher winds, so it actually feels like it's 25 in Kaiser, 35, 10 degrees warmer in Winchester, and 39 in the district. Still, all in all, is kind of seasonable for January and early January. And then, of course, all eyes are going to be wanting to know and get a general sense of what's going to happen this weekend. There's a storm well down in the Gulf of Mexico that is going to develop and then transfer its energy over towards the North Carolina coast and move up the coast. We'll get more in depth about what to expect for you and I here locally when the full weather actually kicks in here in just a few minutes. But I can tell you in the headlines, it'll be dry on your Wednesday and dry tonight. Spotty showers on Wednesday and Wednesday night, and turning colder late week, rain and snow this weekend.
Scott, thank you. All new tonight, D.C. police have released photos of a suspect in the murder of 18-year-old Ashley Hines. Hines was found shot to death inside of a room at the Embassy Suites Hotel in Friendship Heights earlier yesterday morning. This person was captured on nearby cameras. D.C. police are asking anyone with information to give them a call. All right, right now, neighbors are on edge. Oh, I'm sorry, Annalisa.
Yep, right now neighbors are on edge along a busy block in Northwest D.C. due to recent crime, including a recent armed robbery involving a Canada Goose jacket there.
DC News Now's Randy Bass is on scene tonight with the latest.
Hi, Randy. What are you learning about this investigation?
Yeah, Annalisa, Mark, D.C. police say a man was walking here near the corner of 5th and T Streets last night, right around 10 o'clock, when a man came up behind him with a rifle demanding his high-dollar Canada Goose jacket. They said that's when they fired shots here across the street at somebody standing over here, sending a bullet flying through this apartment bedroom window, rattling the people inside. Those suspects were able to take off in a dark gray sedan. Another armed suspect pulled up in that sedan, though, demanding the victim give up everything he had before taking off. Thankfully, though, no one was hurt. The suspects got away with the man's jacket, wallet, cards, and a pair of pants. Witnesses here near the scene said they heard multiple gunshots. People here along this block say it's between this shooting and a homicide just a few blocks away over the weekend. They're feeling afraid and frustrated.
So much of this isn't new. When I grew up here, I was held up at knife point in 4th grade, and the cops never came out because once they found out there was no bloodshed, it wasn't in their interest to come out. That's like 30 years ago. So that was at a time where DC was known as the murder capital of the US. And so you see a lot of this as cyclical behavior, and it's heartbreaking that nothing's changed in the decades since then.
Yeah, these two violent incidents here in LaJoie Park come on the heels of a very violent 2023 for the district as a whole that saw homicides up by about 35% and robberies up by as much as 70% throughout all of last year, Annalisa.
Yeah, Randy, and what else do we know about the homicide nearby over the weekend? And do police have any suspects in custody at this hour?
Yeah, Annalisa, not too much to report at this point. What we do know is that police are on the search for suspects. We've seen flyers set out here along 5th and T Street. People and police in the area just still searching for information that could lead to the suspects in the murder of 18-year-old Dakota Evans. Right now, though, there is a $25,000 reward for any information that leads to an arrest and a conviction in that case. Live in Northwest, I'm Randy Bass, DC News Now.
Randy, thank you. New details this afternoon. D.C. Council could be getting ready to sue Mayor Muriel Bowser over SNAP funding. Chairman Phil Mendelson has introduced a proposal known as the SNAP Litigation Authorization Resolution Act of 2024, which could authorize the council's general counsel to initiate or participate in a lawsuit, calling for the district to distribute funds that were appropriated for the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, which were scheduled to be released starting on Monday. The fight over SNAP benefits in the district has been going on for weeks. The council was told that the mayor does not intend to provide the benefits due to budget concerns. The proposal calling for the ability to sue, scheduled to appear on the council's agenda January 9th.
Well, the district has reopened applications for the Emergency Rental Assistance Program, but since the application reopened at noon, some people have encountered an error message. Now, the program is meant to provide emergency funds for district residents earning less than 40% of the area median income. Now, that money can be used for overdue rent, late fees, and other court costs. Now, according to Councilmember Janice Lewis George, the current need for the assistance is overwhelming. As of a short time ago, the site is working again. The portal will close again after 3,500 new applications are received. It's unclear, though, how many applications have been submitted so far. Well, also new tonight, D.C. Councilmember Phil Mendelson is introducing a new bill that would keep Nats Park in working order. Mendelson says the ballpark budget and maintenance amendment act will help the district maintain the park while paying off existing stadium debt. The ballpark maintenance fund would be financed by sales taxes at the park and rent paid on the stadium. The bill would also require Events D.C. to update the mayor and council on future needs.
On the Virginia side, hospitalizations from the flu have tripled in the last month. Emergency rooms across northern Virginia are packed. DC News Now found that 6 of emergency rooms had midday wait times of about an hour or more. Virginia Department of Health says that about 7% of all emergency room visits are related to the flu-like symptoms. Lena Diskin, manager for the Respiratory Disease Department, says the flu season has been tough on kids especially.
We do tend to see flu illness and those serious complications from flu illness really affecting our younger children, and especially when kids are in school, in a lot of those activities, and getting sick.
And coming up at 5, we're going to have more on the State Health Department's guidance to keep you and your loved ones out of the hospital this flu season.